Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to Mindshift Series Academy. My name is Remila Kunkende Philip. And so today I just want us to have a conversation around mind shift. So when we talk about mind shift, we are talking about two timelines. You know, maybe two timelines for deliverables. So we are saying that one is fixed, the other is growth. And to be fixed means that you have come to a conclusion that something, which in most cases isn't true, and while a growth mindset is constantly saying, okay, are there other possible means of trying some of these things out? Because with what I have interacted with since I started this journey on mindset, I have come to a conclusion that there are a lot of people out there who have the potential of becoming outstanding in their choosing career, when it comes to purpose, their gift, their talent, and everything, that they represent. I have realized that one of the things that is setting them back is the fact that there is a wrong mindset which they are building on. And if this continue in this manner, there is little to what they can achieve. So tonight, I'm recording this, this night, and I'm saying that there are set objectives. There are things that I've interacted with, since I started Mindshift Academy, and which have come to realize that these are the major concerns. These are the major things that every individual will need to dig deeper into for them to become the essence of who they really are. So today, we are not going to be, having like a guided script as to say, okay, this is how we're going to go about this journey. All I just want to do today is just to start this conversation to say what exactly is mind shifts. So when we talk about mind shift, what exactly are we driving at? What is our set objective? What is it that we want to achieve, through having a set of mindsets? And so what I have seen so far is that, see, when you have interacted with the fixed mindset for a very long time, it becomes sometimes difficult for you to see through the lenses of others. So you are fixed in your mindset and you just feel that, okay, this is the way I have been doing this thing. This is the way I've interacted with this particular thing. And I feel this is how I want to go about this. Can you ditch that? Okay, now, this is a conversation. So let's view this mindset thing in this, manner. So it's like when life has two options for you. So it's like when someone presents two options to you and says, okay, you know what? This is option A and this is option B. This option A has the tendency to make you grow exponentially such that your growth becomes so obvious and visible, so much that everyone can feel it, they can touch it, it becomes so tangible. Then this other option, which is option B, is saying that, okay, you know what, this is also a kind of option that life has to offer you, but the only thing is that this option is limited. You can only express yourself within a particular sphere. That is what a fixed mindset does. Initially, it looks like this has so much to offer me, but it's when you go along with your thoughts pattern that you realize that, you see, this has limited option for me, whereas the growth mindset has so many options. And that's when you see people, in their different choosing of, purpose, assignments, and gifts. They are looking for more that they can offer. That is what a growth mindset does. That's where you see this individual go for, different kinds of trainings on personal development, growing, themselves, trying to become a very, resourceful, trying to ensure that everything that is inside of them find expression. This is what a growth mindset does. And in the fixed mindset, it is always the opposite. The fixed mindset is so complacent, feels like, oh, you know what, I think I'm kind of comfortable with this kind of life that I'm living. After all, there is nothing, there is not much therein to explore. That is what a fixed mind does. And see, one thing about the mind shift journey is the fact that you will need to come to an awareness. I'm still going to go into all of this later on. You need to come into an awareness. You need to make a discovery to realize that this pattern that has become a norm isn't a good way. Okay, so now, it's a conversation. So now sometimes you are now asking and say, okay, how can I actually know that I am treading the path of a fixed mindset? So let me give you an option. And let me tell you, the individuals in the fixed mindset, they can be very, very, let me not say, they can be very difficult to manage, because you are presenting opportunities to them and they keep giving excuses. This is one way you will know that you're in a fixed mindset. When opportunity presents itself to you, and the first thing that comes across to you is how this thing is not possible, then you begin to think about one or two things, how if you try this thing, it may not really work out the way you plan it. When you're already seeing something that is not possible, you are not even having a positive mindset toward that idea that has been presented to you to say, okay, why not let me try this thing? Let's see what comes out of it. When you're always giving excuses as to why you are unable to do something, you are in a fixed mindset. When you don't, when you don't take responsibility, when you don't, when you don't give a command, when you don't, put, your energy into tests, you are in a fixed mindset, my dear. And the high time you live, the better for you, because you are delaying a lot of things that you would have achieved. A lot of accomplishments are being delayed. So one of the ways to have the growth mindset is to place a demand. And how do you place a demand? You start that thing now. You want to do a video, you're saying, okay, you know what, my phone screen is blurry. You begin to give excuses as to why you cannot do that video. You begin to give excuses as to the fact that you do not have a good oratory. You begin to give excuses to say that, okay, I may not be able to pronounce some words well. You begin to give excuses to say, okay, I don't even know how to do this, I don't even know how to do that. You begin to give excuses, more excuses as to why certain things are not possible. You are always seeing the odds against you. You are in a fixed mindset. But to get out of the fixed mindset, that is why I am presenting the mind shift journey to you, which can make the whole difference. So with what I've interacted, since I started Mindshift Academy, I realized that there are a lot of people who have potential. They have so much potential of becoming something great. But I have promised that, this conversation is just going to be, a conversation, so to say, in its real sense. It's not going to be some kind of, guided, scripts. So I've outlined some things which I feel people need to start doing to embark on this journey. And the first thing is you need to be open-minded. You need to embrace the familiar as a chance for growth. Because see, one of the process for a changed mindset is moving out of the familiar to the unfamiliar. A lot of people are so comfortable, they are so complacent, they are just so afraid of moving out there. But you don't, or what you don't realize is that it is in your going into the unfamiliar, that you begin to express your full potential. Then the next thing will be an awareness. See, you need to recognize the need to change. Understand that your current mindset may have limitations or biases. And that's what a lot of people don't want to deal with. See, there is something in every human that keeps calling for a more, a higher version of them. Nothing is wrong with you in a true sense. It only shows that you are tired of playing small, and so there is a higher calling, and every calling comes with power and authority. And so this is one thing that you need to realize about yourself, that there is a portion of you that is saying there is more to me. There is more to what I can be and can. Okay, so the next one to talk about is curiosity. So you must develop the curiosity, to want to know more. So you need to develop this by asking questions. You know, you want to know more. You have, viewpoints. When you do this, you are simply allowing yourself, to think in a permissionless way, like one of the, um, what's it called? A summit that I went for recently. Then the next one will be to go on a self-reflection. So you need to take time to introspect, assess your current mindset, its origins, and its impact on your life. Has it made positive or negative? So a lot of people are biased about everything, and that thought for me had constantly put a lot of people grounded. So you can't just be happy for people. You find it difficult to just be happy for people. So what you don't realize, that what you give comes back to you. So you need to be genuinely happy for people, even when you are still not making the kind of progress they are making. Then the next thing will be to clearly define what you want, to shift your mindset and what you hope to achieve. Because see, truth is, on this journey, some variables may appear like, what are you even getting yourself into? Like, conditioning. But they are all lies. That's the truth. You will need a very strong why for this process. And so that's why I'm advocating for mind shift journey, because that is the only way you can achieve your utmost self. Then the next one, this is very crucial, is resilience. You will need to stand on your 2 feet to say, this journey, I am going to embark on it. You must build your muscle for resilience, because you will need a lot of this on this journey. There are times you will feel like, what are you getting yourself into? But it's the best that you can ever do for yourself. Then you will need support. And support could mean that, guidance from friends, from mentors, resources, that align with your desired mindset shifts. So you will need to also belong to some kind of community that can help you to sustain that journey, because it's one thing for you to start this process. There's another thing for you to continue, and that was why I talk about resilience the other time. So you can't embark on this journey alone. You will need people who will share the same ideology about the mind shift journey that they are also experiencing. Then the next thing I want you to also come in contact that you also need on this journey is patience. So you need to recognize that change takes time. So you need to be patient with yourself as you navigate this transformative journey, because the truth is, it is a transformative journey. There are days that the whole process will look like you're deceiving yourself, and you feel like, who sent me message kind of feeling. But it all lies. Do you understand? Then you will also need adaptability. You will need a lot of this. What this simply means, that you need to embrace flexibility, be willing to adjust your beliefs and thoughts in response to a new information, because that is where it all starts from. Then you will need positive environment. You will need, I've mentioned about community the other time, but you also need to surround yourself with positive people and inspiration. You will minimize your exposure to negativity and toxic influences, because some of those things can damage the process that you have kickstarted. Do you see? So you will need a lot of some of those things to kickstart the mind shift process. And that is why I will be glad to take you on this journey because it takes a whole lot of process and you must be ready and be willing, to embark on this journey. And I remember something happened, something played out between me and someone. So someone had promised me something one time, and somehow, maybe because of the circumstances surrounding that particular thing, that the promise wasn't fulfilled, or the thing has not happened. And I see this person constantly, it was looking like the person was mocking me. And I gave a deep thought about that situation, and I felt like I think this person has a mindset, issue, because a lot of people don't even know that they have this, inherent, you know, negative device, playing out even in their adult years. Because for instance, when you cannot be genuinely happy for people who are making progress, you can't be genuinely happy for them. You're always thinking that it has to be you, then something is wrong with your mindset. You fall into the category of the fixed mindset. Because in the growth mindset, you always know that whatever comes around, within your circle of influence or wherever you find yourself, will also get to your turn. Even the Bible says, I will overturn and overturn and overturn. Do you understand? So you need to be genuinely happy for people when they are making progress. So till I continue on this series next time, stay connected and embark on this journey.